Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you. And this is going to be Atlanta Exes Season 1, Episode 2. Very, very interesting. You know what? We're picking up right where we left off in the last episode, where we have Cherie and Tamika. Tamika comes over and they end up talking, and Cherie's basically opening up and telling her, you know, some of what's going on, some of the things that you're doing lately is hurting me. You know, some of your comments and the way you're going about things are hurting me. So she's coming to her as a friend. And Tamika basically goes into, oh girl, you know, I haven't grieved and this, that, thing, and the other. And Cherie basically is excusing it. She said, you know, cool, let's move on. In the same breath, Tamika's basically reading her on her choices in men. You know, getting at her about being a cougar or whatever. Okay, more strikes, Miss Tamika. But anyway, next we see Christina and Mo, or Moneta. They're at the jeweler's. Moneta has decided to take the ring that Neo proposed to her with, and she wants to have it changed into something else. In the interim, the woman at the jewelry store starts telling Moneta about what happened and what led up to Neo picking that ring and all of that, and how she brought it in the middle of the night for him to actually present her with it and all of that kind of thing. Ends up, it gets all weepy and sappy, and Moneta decides not to destroy the ring, that she's going to put it in a safe, but she's not going to wear it anymore, and she's going to hold it for her children. So, that was that. Thanks a lot, white lady. We appreciate you. Anyhow, moving on. I said, and I don't even know how that woman got started. She just babbling on. I was like, child, this woman is just talking. Whatever, but that was a good thing. It was a beautiful ring, and I didn't think it needed to be destroyed or turned into anything else. I'm really funny about my jewelry. All of my jewelry has its own story. There's a reason why I bought those things. There's a reason why I have them, and I would never take any of my jewelry and change it into anything else. But that's just my thing, you know, whatever. Nobody even asked me, but that's okay. I fucking wanted to tell it, so that's that. It's my video. Moving on. All the girls go out to the club, as well as Destiny, which is Cherie's daughter. Her older daughter, she's 22. So she went with them. The only thing, like, they did some things, and she had some guys come as well. Cherie invited some guys to come, and she tried to match the girls up with guys and all that. Really cute. Her picks were pretty bad, you know, as far as the guys, but everybody was very respectful. But the whole time that they were at the club, another strike, all you're hearing is all of this business about what Destiny's doing and the fact that Destiny's there and all of this, and just judgment. Ridiculous. I don't know what's up with Tamika. I really don't. I felt like, I'm like, are you afraid? Does Destiny pose as some type of competition to you? And then that's the thing. She's always talking about Cherie being a cougar. Bitch, weren't you too old for Usher? Isn't that one of his mother's issues? Was that not one of her issues with you, that you was an old motherfucker trying to snatch up her goddamn baby? Because I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, bitch, you jumped out the coffin and grabbed Usher and wrapped him up. Because you were a motherfucking mummy. But whatever, okay, come on. Y'all can see which way I'm going. I'm a chill. All right, moving on. Also at the club, Christina and her wonderful CeeLo fashion sense. She had her lips busted. She had them rhinestones and stuff on her lips, and she had this cat suit on. Child, she was done. I'm really liking that Christina. She's out there. That's my kind of girl. Very fashion forward. And again, the bitch is sharp, so she could pull off all this shit that she's doing. She has these blonde braids. I ain't even a big fan of braids, but she does a lot of different stuff with her braids. She really keeps herself up good. I'm enjoying her. She has one of them styles, and I can imagine that going forward, there's going to be people who hate her style. There's not going to be an in-between. It's going to be just like with CeeLo. You either love them or you hate them. Same thing with her. Well, baby, I'm loving what the fuck you got going on. I think she's the shit. But anyway, moving on. And the next scene, we see Tori and Tamika. And Tori has come and sat with Tamika to try to help with this event she has coming up. And all while they're sitting there, Tori's looking, and I'm looking like Tori. Me and her both is giving that motherfucking Tamika the side eye. She is just fucking hard to work with. I'm like, what is this about? Like, she's hard to work with. It's like everything, nothing matters. Whatever. It's a Tamika Raymond event. Bitch, we know Usher Raymond get down like that, but we don't know that you get down like that. Like, really, bitch, who are you? Anyway, moving on. She's making me fall more and more out of love with her all the time. She's a bit much. Anyway, moving the fuck on. Next, we see Christina. Christina is actually getting set up for a blind date that Cherie has actually put together for her. And she comes over and she sees Christina, and they're going through different outfits. Well, first of all, the motherfucking lounging wear that Christina had on. Yes, ma'am. It's just like every time you see this bitch, she's done. She's just done. Done. But anyway, she goes on, they find a dress. She has this very beautiful blue, it's this really pretty shade of like cobalt blue dress, fitting like a motherfucker. And when she goes to the day, she has a little short fur jacket. Done. Done, 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 okay? And she hits it to this date looking flawless. Makeup flawless. Everything. She was flawless. She really was. She gets there. The guy's name is Willie. Willie is absolutely... at first I'm looking at Willie and I'm kind of just looking at him like, oh, not my type. But he's really, really handsome. He really was. And when I looked, the more I looked at the two of them, and she said he was like 6'8", so he's perfect for her, because I told y'all she's like an Amazon, so it's fabulous. They were like perfectly suited. I think they will make a very, very cute couple. But I was cracking up because Christina was drilling his ass with questions. It was like he was on a job interview. And then she gonna wrap it on out with, do you only like women? I said, no, Miss Christina. No, Miss Christina. You out of order. You out of order. But he asked, she's like, I just got to ask. And he answered her, and he told her, no, I only like women and everything like that. He told her he wasn't even offended. You know, he understands and everything like that. But I'm kind of laughing because coming from CeeLo, you could really dig yourself in a ditch asking a question like that to somebody. He could have really went the other way and let her have it about that. But he didn't. He was a gentleman. And I liked him, and I hope we see more of Willie. I think she liked him, and he definitely liked her, and he asked her out on another date. So Cherie did do a very good setup there. After that, moving on, the girls are actually on an outing. They're having their lunch. They have lunch like every week, so that's cute. She was talking about her dating experience with Willie, and basically they went over the fact that Willie's not divorced. Willie's not divorced. They're still in the separation stage, and they were like, oh, no. But I mean, come on, y'all. He's not fully divorced, but she's still attached at the hip 8 years in with a motherfucker that's actually with someone else who it's just like they're married. He's still all in it. Talking about he got to have approval and all that shit. So they right in the same place as far as I'm concerned. Then, wouldn't you know, motherfucking Debbie fucking Downer, that goddamn Tamika, oh, see, I don't like, I don't like that. This, that thing, and the other. And just always Debbie Downer. And then she was saying, you know, I like how he's a bigger man and he's taller. And he wrapped his arm around me and I really like that. And this, that thing, and the other. And Tamika's like, I don't like anybody touching me. And this, that, and the other. Now, okay. Okay. We've reached the end of where James is going to be nice. Because I'm tired now, Miss Tamika. Because you're playing games. You just don't want to agree with nothing, bitch. You just want to be miserable. You want to be mean. And you want to have the center of attention. And you got some bad shit to say about everything and everybody, bitch. But I don't want to hear this bullshit about how you don't like no motherfucker touching you. Because we know Usher, bitch. And he's touchy. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You want some old bullshit. You want some bullshit. You're going to be the thorn in everybody's motherfucking side. And we're only 2 weeks in. And you want to be the thorn in everybody's motherfucking side. The man put his arm around her. How many times did you suck Usher's dick pulling his pants up when you used to be a stylist, bitch? Miss, I don't want to be touched. Maybe you didn't want to be touched. I guess you didn't have to get touched to give a little bit of that, huh? To give a little blurpage and slurpage. Because I hardly think that you got to Usher telling him not to touch you. Mm-hmm. Anytime a man go and marry you and falling all out with their mama, you did more than touch. You blurped, slurped, and you glurped, honey. Get on out of here, girl. About sick of you already, and we only in the second week. I can see I'm going to be tearing your motherfucking ass up, Tamika. And you need to change your last name. You're ridiculous. Get on out of here. Anyway, moving on. She done got on my damn nerves already. Next, we see Tori and Cherie. And Tori wants to talk to Cherie and she says, what's up with Tamika? You know, it's always these jabs and these little underhanded remarks and things like that. Is that the way she acts all the time? Is it me? What's really good? You know, and Cherie tells her, you know, I think it's just, you know, she is grieved. Tori's like me, honey. She's like, the bitch better go get some counseling because she's not going to keep fucking beating me up whenever she feel like it. Okay? Not going to happen. So, moving on. The girls get together. They're going to have a little bite, a little cocktail. Cherie, Tori, Moneta, and Christina. They invite Negative Nelly. And Cherie starts telling about how she had heard about Tamika talking smack on her again about her damn parenting. Now, I told y'all before, that's the best way to break up a friendship. Keep on. She's still running around. Now, there's a friend of theirs that they have in common. A girl done text her, girl, she's talking shit on you. And it's a shame because all the shit that she was saying was basically shit that she had been talking about before. So, you can't even say, no, bitch, you didn't say it because you've been doing this. You've been attacking her parenting and talking about what you would and wouldn't do with her daughter and all that. Tamika need to let that shit go because the tabloids had really torn Tamika's ass when it came to parenting when they were doing that whole custody battle. You're not the bitch to be attacking anybody's parenting. But it's always that bitch that always has so much to say about what somebody else is doing. That's just kind of the way life works out. The bitch that done fucked it all up and can see the fruits of their labors and their kids is all fucked up and they all tell you about yours. Bitch, I know what the fuck I'm doing because I done watched you. So I know what not to do, you know? Duh. Anyway, moving on. Cherie said, I'm not going to Tamika's event. Because I'm feeling some kind of way and I ain't going. I'm not supporting no bitch that's running around town talking shit. I don't blame you, Cherie. Fuck her. Anyway, at the event, they get there. She was so hard to work with. The event was trashy. Low budget. Not put together well. But again, remember, this is a Tamika Raymond event. Okay, and I knew that it wasn't going to be like an Usher Raymond event. It was a damn mess. It looked like a motherfucking flea market. And that's what they came in. Now, everybody was a little inappropriate. Yes, they were. You know, because Tori came in already feeling some kind of way. So she was throwing jabs right back at Tamika. And Tamika was jabbing as usual. Here, Tori done brought in Tracy from Love and Hip Hop. Tracy was with her. And Tracy done, you know, Tori had just spoken to her about Tracy was being a troublemaker, trying to get at it and figure out, well, what's going on? And, I mean, we're all adults and mad at other people's motherfucking business with her ugly ass, you know, is what she was doing. And Tamika ain't no back down type of bitch now. I lives for that. So they were having a few words, and she just got out of order. She talked about Tracy's boots and her sweater and her big ass nose. Baby, when she said something about her nose, that motherfucker Tracy forgot that she wasn't on Love and Hip Hop, baby, and got to breaking out wanting to fight, child. And it was just a damn mess. Turning out the motherfucking flea market for the poor little the child artist, because it's all for the her so-called non-profit for her son. You know, it's his foundation in his name. Girl Tracy turning it out in true Love and Hip Hop fashion. Because that's how they do. She forgot what show she was filming for. Cutting the motherfucking fool. I said, that goddamn Tracy is a fool. And Tamika sitting over and talking, well, let her go. This, that, else. She's being real cute sitting back there. I said, girl, you on the wrong show. You playing games. If they let her go, she socked you 1 or 2 times, honey. But that was basically, that's kind of where it ended for this episode. I think this is going to get better and get better and get better. But I'm telling you guys now, me and Miss Tamika Raymond ain't going to hit it. We not going to mesh. And I can see I'm going to have some bad shit to say about her as we go forward. Because she's a motherfucking sideshow goddamn clown. And she's rude. And she need checked. She need checked. I don't know if she's literally going for the bad girl role on purpose, but she's definitely getting it. She is quite a bit the fuck much. And on that, I'm going to wrap this up. You guys can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You guys know how that works. Leave me comments. Let me know what you think. We're only in episode 2. Let me know what you think, guys. You can follow me at Twitter at SpillItBoy, and check out the website, www.spillitboy.com, where all the teas are spilling all the time. I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye-bye.